What up, you little goobers? I have a confession. I have an addiction. An addiction to Heartsteel. And this Mort Dog guy is my dealer, and he keeps cooking up new recipes for me to try. And that's what we talk about today. Mort Dog has been cooking some big plans for 14.1. You know, they haven't had a balance update in like over a month now, and we're getting some crazy stuff. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be checking out this article from Mort Dog, or this tweet from Mort Dog, talking about the new Heartsteel. So let's just get into it because it has a really big change. It's pretty much getting reworked. And I already love Heartsteel, so this is cool. Let's talk about Heartsteel 14.1. At its baseline, the trait is a little too good at 5 and 7, so the multipliers are being nerfed. I wonder if they're going to nerf any of the units, because units are actually really good too, because Cassante and Yone. Yone is so fun to play. Cassante is so fun to play. I hope they don't nerf them. But there's a new twist. So they're nerfing it down, right? So they're going at 5, 2.5 to 2.2.5, 7 to 6 at 5.5. That makes a lot of sense to me. Getting 5 Heartsteel in on stage 3 and the first 4 rounds of stage 4 is nuts. You can get some game-winning cash outs, and I love doing it. As I said, I'm an addict. But there's also a new twist. After the 4 rounds, you can cash out like normal, which is basically playing Heartsteel like normal, except for the amount of hearts you get is nerfed now, right? Or if you're feeling like you want to take big risks, you can enter Raise the Stakes mode. Now, when I read this morning, I had a permanent pog face on, and that's why it's in the thumbnail, because this Raise the Stakes things is crazy. So in Raise the Stakes mode, your box turns golden and you earn double hearts. If you can lose 4 in a row, you can go again or cash out. However, if you win a single round, your heart breaks and you instantly lose 50% of your hearts. So it's actually a big gamble. If you play it perfectly, you can get some insane cash outs, which should be very exciting. So remember, you need to lose every single round once you're in Raise the Stakes mode. If you're not in Raise the Stakes mode, you don't have to lose every round. But if you take the gamble of going in the Raise the Stakes mode, you will instantly lose 50% of your hearts if you lose. That sucks. Our expectation is that at the highest level of play, it will almost never be the correct play to play Raise the Stakes unless you're in an amazing position. For those that like to chase that rare high roll, this should add another fun element to the trait. So, okay. Thanks for reading, and I look forward to people Giga Ape with their stakes raised. Okay, cool. I don't exactly agree with this sentence. Now, I agree with it won't be a general play that people will be doing. I think that's what he means. But the positions in which you'd want to play, like, let's say you didn't play Heartsteel at all, and then you start playing Heartsteel on stage 4, you just tech it in. That's because you're at a huge lead and you're gonna go fast 9. That's why you played on stage 4. If you weren't playing it before, if you weren't just like lost streaking the whole game into a fast 8 or a fast 9, that sort of thing, in which case you couldn't do this because you'd be too low HP. But in the instances where you're trying to fast 9 from a high roll position in the early game, which there's usually, I don't know, one person like every other game will be in a position like this in high UO. Like one person will be in the position every other game. It's not as common as it is in lower UOs. But it's still common enough. I think this is going to just make winning more. If you can optimize a strategy, if you know how to do this, it'll make winning more so powerful, because there's only ever one person in a position to actually do this every game in high UO, which I agree with what Mort's saying, but it's going to create situations where someone is guaranteed first if they can fit in Heartsteel. Because if you go into stage 4 with 90 HP and then you tech in 5 Heartsteel, there's no way you're winning a single round unless some other people are going fast 9. But you can it's very easy to scout for that on stage 4. Most people are playing it's impossible not to be playing a real board unless you're the person with 90 HP on stage 4. So I actually think this will happen a lot. But again, I do agree with what Mort Dog is saying, that there truly is it's not like super common. There's only going to be like one person who can actually do this like every other game, but that one person is guaranteed a first if they can tech in 5 Heartsteel. If they're just holding the units on their bench and they're able to make it happen, because obviously when you're going fast 9, you don't want to roll a lot. But you know, if this is that OP, it sounds really OP. Then I think it probably would be worth, if you're in a position like 90 HP going in stage 4. I think it would be worth just to roll to look for it. If you have to roll 20 gold to find this, and then you get a net gain of 100 gold back. Okay, that's worth. So yeah, I think this is going to be optimized very quickly, actually. But again, so I do see where they're going, and I do think this makes it more fun. I'm in favor of the change overall. I think this is fun, but I don't necessarily agree that it'll almost never be the right thing to play. I think it'll be the right play for one person, either every game or every other game, to tech this in mid game, and it guarantees a first, especially if you're like giga high roll. I guess if you're in that spot, you probably are firsting anyways, but it just even furthers your ability to first place. I don't know. That's just my initial thoughts on it. So here are the nerfed stats right now, right? Goes down right here. I still think you play this on stage 3, stage 4 if you can. Like, it's still going to be amazing. Not as good, but still will be amazing. And this is what the screen you'll get after 4 rounds of you initially playing Heartsteel. You'll get this offered. And remember, if you want to take Raaz the stakes, you have to guarantee 4 losses or you will lose a lot of your cash out. So unless you're going to guarantee loss, it's going to be better to cash out. And I think in general, this is only going to be only a strategy that you do on stage 4 or stage 3 if you're just in an insane spot and you can guarantee a loss streak. I think it's harder to guarantee a loss streak on stage 3 because a lot of people won't play a board because they're going they're like 4-2ing it, you know. But I think it's a lot easier to maintain loss streak on stage 4. That's why I think the only time you'll want to do this on the higher levels of play is when you're in that insane spot, like Mort said. Okay, Heartsteel Torque. So Raaz the stakes, so the box will turn golden. This is what it's going to look like. Earn double hearts, but if you win a fight, lose 50% of your heart to cash out immediately. Cool. And then here's what it looks like when it's giga stacked. So this was very recently posted. So let's look at some of the comments here. If you're playing 5 Heartsteel, 2.5 base, and up the stakes successfully to 4.5 now, then choose up to stakes a second time. Are you now durning? Nope, just double for longer. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So you can't stack the doubling effect. Makes complete sense to me. Okay, I speak for all the emo addicts when I say this is the best change you've done. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. This is fun. Yeah, Mordog has been cooking. As I said, this just got posted, so like 20 minutes ago. So we are very early to the story. But anyways, guys, this is pretty cool. If you guys like this video, hey, please subscribe here on YouTube. And I stream every single day on Twitch right now. So click the link in the pinned comment below or the top of the description to follow me. I would really appreciate you there if you gain value from this video. That's just a cost-free way to support me. Anyways, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, little goobers. Bye-bye.